Hey, good evening, everybody. Actually, it's nighttime. I have not made a YouTube video in forever, and I am out. It is 10:30 at night. I just kind of took my old route around Corner Bar and down Main Street of Decorah, and then back around past the Haymarket Bar. And I actually ran into it's Wednesday night. It's kind of slow, but I ran into a man from Somalia outside the Haymarket, and he didn't really want me to do anything. I think because I was in the name of Jesus, but I still blessed him, and I said this, and I prophesied to him, and it came to my mind. So I said this. I said, "Listen, you're going to start having dreams about eagles in them, and when you do, that's going to be your sign that Jesus is reaching out to you. That's going to be Jesus, and you're going to remember talking to me or some guy out here, me, on the sidewalk, and you need to know it's Jesus who's reaching out to you." And so I prophesied to him he's going to begin to have dreams with visions, dreams with eagles in them. Now, I didn't necessarily feel God say that, but I also know that I can prophesy to that, and God is going to reach out to him. And so I believe that's the Spirit of the Lord who prompted me to say that. But even though I didn't hear that ringing in my ear, right? I just, that's what came up in my heart, my mind. So I released it and let it go. The next one was a couple, and it was a good interaction there. And just prophetic words. I had a couple things. I could see that when the lady was full of joy. I saw like angels and butterflies, and that didn't make a lot of sense for her. She likes nature, and that was kind of the scene I was seeing. So I didn't get a lot of any depth with that. But I asked the guy. I said, "Do you mind if I just look at you and see what God tells me?" And immediately I saw a train and a train track and a train and just local straight ahead track. That this guy's like not one tracked, but just set on what he's going to do, not tunnel vision, but that idea of just moving forward. And also got the idea of advancement in his life. That advancement is happening right now. He's not at a train station waiting, but advancement in his personal life, his professional life, is going on. So this is a small video. I am now going to hit pause and then or stop, and I'll make another video and join them together probably. I'm going to head over to the other side of town where some Luther students hang out. Hopefully I can get a little bit of interaction there and see what else goes on. We'll talk to you soon. Hey guys, I'm Doug. I'm out back on the street making another YouTube video. And so, what's your name?
Max.
Max is kind enough. Max is going to be kind enough to let me speak a prophetic word over his life. And these guys I'm going to not take a lot of your time because I don't want to hog your night. So I'm going to ask something. God has shown me something about Max. I'm going to tell him what I got, and you're going to be really honest because you won't hurt my feelings. Rather, you be more honest and say, no, that doesn't make any sense. All right, so Father, I thank you for Max. Jesus, I thank you for showing me something about who he is, something about his life. What do you want him to know? All right. The first word I'm getting is darling. And I don't know if that's a last name or what it is. And so, Father, thank you for showing me what that is. And so there's been a very strong call on your life. There's a call and there's a commitment to your life, and into what I'm going to believe is researching things. Okay, so it's a strong call into researching things, and a chemist is an idea, and it's something that you're grinding down, you're digging into things, you're looking into things with purpose and with power, with understanding. So your person is taking things apart, and you're really pouring yourself into them. And so it's the way that you make your life that way. And so right now, Max, I also see in a all right, I'm going to see. Well, I tell my people all the time, take a risk. So I'm also seeing a really fuzzy but kind of chubby big dog, and so I think you may have grown up with that dog. So anyway, what I've said so far, does that make sense to who you are or your life?
Other than the specific of the chemist and a big dog, everything made sense.
Everything else, so not necessarily chemist, but
breaking down.
But yeah, so I see you breaking into things and tearing them down, into that. Hold on. All right, let me say, Jesus, what do you want to say to him? Okay, so your spiritual background He said, tell you, I am the divine Son of God. Now, I don't know what any of your spiritual life is, and I know where Luther kind of is and a lot where it isn't. But I think when I say those words to you, you perceive and understand what I mean by that. Not just a shallow religion, but a very personal walk, very personal relationship with God that way. And so in your own heart, there's an identity with that. So, now I'm going to let you go up to one more. I'll let go. Anything else you want to show me? I'm only going to look at you and see what I get.
I can't pick anything.
No, that's okay. That's fine. No, I'm. All right. I don't get anything else in particular except for you're a lover of peanut butter. And I'm going to go out and say that. I mean, you can tell me I'm way off, like that was way off. Peanut butters are right, but I don't necessarily love it. So how I'm going to end that. How is that? Is that true about peanut butter? You like peanut butter? You love peanut butter?
Remarkably correct.
It is. I was almost not going to say that because it sounded so weird to me. So you love peanut butter. I got to go back to see what I said the first time. So anyway, but you're tearing apart researching. That's the thing I was going after. Research. And so that's part of what your beginning school is here. And you're probably going to be going on to school afterwards, after Luther, pursuing a more advanced degree, which a lot of people do. So that's not necessarily a big spiritual revelation, but it's part of your desire to have. So you're a researcher. Jesus wants you to know he's the divine Son of God, and so we begin to talk with him. And he's proud of you for letting him, doing this encounter. That's all I really have, except for unless you guys have any kind of pain. I'll pray from here. You're good. Unless you wanted me to, anyone else wants to pray over you and bless you, I'll do that. I appreciate your boldness. Even in a small town, we don't stop for people that we don't know anymore. In this day and age, with all the division, it's it's worth the effort to try. So.
You think you could do the same thing for me? This is cool.
I would love to do that. Yeah.
All right.
Would you, Max?
Here,
Would
Max.
you hold it?
Yeah, sure.
So, what's your name?
My name is Lane.
Lane? Okay. So, whenever I get nervous, like I'm nervous right now, right? But part of that is when you're moving things that are spiritual, you just have to kind of go step opposite past that. So, Father, I thank you for Lane. And I thank you for showing me something about who he is or something about his life that you want him to know that you're real and that you know that you care about him. So the first thing I'm getting is planes, airplanes. Now let me if I can get more on that, what that is. So you're a person who flies solo. You're a person who flies solo, and as you're going to march on in your life, you're looking for that person who will be your best friend, your good friend. You're looking for that wingman, that roommate, that soulmate, that one who's really going to cling on to you, and you can cling on to them. So I feel like, Lane, who you are right now, and we all look for that, right? You're like, I'm solo, but I don't want to be solo. I'm looking for that one who will stick with me, the one I can lean on, and the one who can lean on me. And so that's a big desire in your heart. I'd say that's even a big need in your heart right now, which is we're all looking for something like that. And so I'd say that characterizes you right now in your life. And you're looking like, I've been flying solo. I don't want to fly solo. Deep inside of me is this desire to lock in really hard with someone. I would say it has led you out of a pain. I would say that you've come out of a painful relationship not that long ago. In your life, you've come out of a painful relationship. One, it caused pain to come out of. I mean, you didn't want to necessarily come out of that relationship, but it's painful to have to come out. It was ripped away from you. It was torn away from you, in essence. At least out of your grip, you wanted to hold on to it. And someone didn't want that anymore. And so now you're left alone, and that pain is there. And you're looking for that. You're looking to fill that hole. And I'm going to give you peace right now. It's going to give you a sense of peace that right in the center where you are. I'm going to put a sense of peace going to come. So in Jesus' name, I speak peace right now in the lane. Peace come up right now. And I want you to tell me how you're feeling, honestly, and how I hit anything that made sense with your life?
So I'm feeling all right. I'm good. Like I say to everyone when they ask me how I'm doing, for the most part, I say I'm chilling. I'm fine. And I thought you were way off at the start, but then you kept getting a little closer.
As I relax, I just let myself into it and and not think and just speak. It works better. Yeah. So, all right. So, Lord, is there anything else? Tomorrow. What about tomorrow? All right. So I'm just going to prophesy a word over you. I'm just going to choose what I want to say. I'm going to see God's going to fulfill it in your life. All right. God, tomorrow I want you to release to him a new idea. I want something to come across his heart and come across his mind. That's a brand new idea for him in his life. But I also want you to wake him up in the middle of the night tomorrow, and I want you to speak to him. So I just want him, I'm going to prophesy to you that tomorrow night, not tonight, but tomorrow night, in the name of Jesus, you're going to wake up in the middle of the night, and there's going to be like this thought sitting right there in your head. You're going to remember, like, man, I just woke up. So, and it's going to be a thought. I don't know what it's going to be. It's an idea for something you're thinking about or anything like that. So it's going to be like a brand new thought. And you're going to wake up in the middle of the night, tomorrow night, and it's going to be a sign to you that this crazy guy in the street stopped to talk to you guys. So appreciate that. And it'll be a sign from Jesus that he loves you and he knows your name. So I appreciate you guys that way. And I'll leave you alone. No, I pray for healing all the time for people. That's why I ask if you have any pain or anything else. So. All right, so this is the last part of this video. When I was out there with the Luther students, I could feel my nervousness up, and I know that to beat fear, to beat nervousness, you have to operate in the exact opposite. You have to make yourself stand out, to be more bold, more confident. You have to relax and just go. So, I'm titling this video, Forcing Myself to Grow in the Prophetic, or something along that line. And I want to challenge you guys. Here, I just went out on the street. I said, Lord, I'm just going to look at people, and I'm going to be in my heart. I'm going to be able to speak out what I see and what I'm hearing in their life. And as I relaxed and I just opened up and I had a flow going. It came, and like the young man said in the beginning, I thought you were way off. But then as you kept talking, you were getting closer and closer. And what was happening as I was beginning to perceive and understand more what was going on when you're flying solo, I made it sound like in the beginning, well, that's his choice. But as it came to me, I understand, no, it's not his choice. He doesn't really want to. And I begin to understand the situation better. And I just want to say, hey, thank you to both those young men, because you're helping me learn how to be a blessing to others. Also, in case you watch this, I want to thank you guys for that, because I am learning how to hear in my spirit and to flow out and be a blessing to others. So this is a training for me. It hopefully encourages you. I want to encourage you to take a risk, touch the world with his love, life, and power.